want to go. So you grew up in Brazil,
Yeah.
and when did you first meet the Cabrini sisters? Can you tell us about that?
Was probably in the 54. I heard about Mother Cabrini on the radio, and I got very impressed about her life because I was searching, but I don't have find any place that really suited me. But when I heard that in the radio, that her life, I really felt that was my place to go.
And tell me. You told me earlier, you were working when this happened. What? Tell me.
Yes, I was working. Look like helping the church, half time in the work, part time, and my family. My mother was very happy, but my father don't want me to come.
Tell me about that.
And I have to wait about a year after that, And the priest that I work with told me that he was going to investigate who was those sisters and who was Mother Cabrini. And he went to Rio de Janeiro, and he was very impressed with the sisters and the life of Mother Cabrini, And he was the one that helped me to get there, to get with the sisters.
Is there any one or two reasons to you that you entered? I mean, you said you were searching.
Yes.
But tell me about that, your decision.
Well, I met the different groups, look like the Charity Sisters, different ones, but was not really suiting for my vocation. I felt that my call was to be a missionary. And that's what impressed me when I find out Mother Cabrini was a missionary sister of the Sacred Heart. And that was, for me, that's it.
What did you, in your head, what was Cabrini's charism at that point in your life? Did you know?
Well, the priest, the Monsignor, when he went to Rio, he met the sisters. And he had a long talk with them, And he felt that was the charisma that I should go to. And, like I say, I felt that missionary sisters of the Sacred Heart, that was for me.
So now, in your life today, how do you think about that charism?
Well, I feel that I have made the right choice. I have been in the order for 62 years, and I don't have any regret. If I have to do all over again, I do.
I would like to be able to say that about my life when the time comes, okay? And so, but this life involves living in community. Tell me about that.
From the first day that I entered, look, I have been all different communities, different countries. And each time you change, there is something that you have to give in, You take in and you give in. And this is, I think, is the most I could explain about the community life.
Is it all prayer or all work? Or?
Work, prayer, maybe stay up all night, maybe many times. Look like I was a nurse also, and I have to be on call Look like I don't know what time of the day or the night they call me. The night, because I work during the day. But I was on call during the night. And sometime I have been called twice, 3 times for emergency, you know. And was a no way for me to grow. Say, life is not the same every day. And you have to adapt to the situation.
So you talked a little bit about healthcare. So how does your role as a Cabrini sister fit with your life as a nurse?
Well, I always was thinking about, because even with the priest, we take care of the sick that they call St. Paul's communities. That is a people that don't have any help, don't have a family, and we sometimes spend even the night with them. That was when I was home. Okay. Sometimes we have to spend the whole night, and we have to help to provide the medical, the food, the spiritual for them.
So
And that was was not working in healthcare, but was healthcare. And when they asked me to go, I was a little skeptical because the language, I have just come to this country. But with the grace of God, I did.
is there any way did you have to pray for help with the language? What did you do?
Yes, yeah, we have help. Yeah, yeah.
And
the sisters was very supportive, and that's make lots of difference.
so you overcame the language problem barrier.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, some.
Oh, very good. So, could you tell me a little bit about the places you worked and the kinds of work you did, the healthcare?
Okay. When I first came to the United States, it was in New York. I was here 3 years. I work with the patients, especially the poor, because we have all these project houses the front the hospital. And most of the patients was from the project. And I was telling Lucy that I'm very fortunate that all my religious life I have been working in a poor area with the immigrants during the revolution in Cuba. That I was in New York. We have all the immigrants from Cuba. Look like doctors with their wives. And they could not do the work, look like the doctor. They have to become interns. And the wife was cleaning the house. And I felt that I was a support to them, to encourage them that life change. Because look like many of them, they finish, they went to school, they work in a hospital, and they were able to get their license and become a full-time doctor.
So you so it was more than just taking care of their physical needs.
Mm-hmm.
So and you said that you're good at helping people, at listening and counseling. Why do you think people are willing to talk to you, or why do people talk to you?
Why I'm willing to help them?
No, why do you think they're willing to talk to you? Why, what comes together?
Oh, because we become friends right away. Okay, I saw their need, and they have their trust that I could help them. Even was sometime not much, but you know, and that happy in New York, happy in Chicago, working with the immigrants from Mexico. Um, I feel that the Lord gave me their gift, to approach people and to accept the people. That's the most important thing. To accept people the way they are and not try to change their ways. But I have to try to adopt their ways too.
I've seen that with so many Cabrini sisters. Is there one thing that something like this that happened that touched your heart? A person you met or a person you helped, or who helped you?
Oh yes, many ways. Because when I worked in a hospital, I saw mothers lose their baby. And I'm the one have to help them with that bereavement. Not just when they were in a hospital, but contact them home. We have service for the families to cope with that bereavement. Many times I attended the funerals, not just the babies, but the adults, different time, to see where they are, how much they need, where they are with their bereavement, and how much they need. And that was something that has really touched my heart, because if I have a mother lost her baby, maybe it was the first one, and maybe it was in the middle of the night or 2 o'clock in the morning. When I go back home, I have that in my heart that look like what else I could do for this family, or for the father and the mother and the grandmother, everybody. And those was situations, people that was with HIV, that they need a lot of support in their families. And there are many different situations, a suicidal. This is the hard one, that really touched me and say how fortunate I am, or work with the mentally ill, which I did. Say how fortunate I am that, I don't have those situations. Not because I'm better than them, no, but because it's a gift from God.
This is beautiful. Do you consider you have a ministry now?
My ministry here now is prayer. Be present to the sisters, and I do some little work, some handwork to keep me busy.
You never stop being busy. No, I think not. Yes.
Yeah, and after I was doing nursing, they asked me to go to the pastoral ministry, and this is the one that really make you more close to the people, because you have more time, and I have to go to school for that. Work in a state mental hospital, because I was taking both general hospital and mental hospital, which was, took a lot of me, because Many times I want to quit because it was so hard to work with those mentally patients from the state hospital. But my supervisor was so good that say, "You come back tomorrow. You come back tomorrow," and I did. You know, I think it's through prayer. That's the way we discern. And thank God I'm still here today.
This is very good. This is what Cabrini taught. Yes. So, if you think about your life as an MSC, your work for the Sacred Heart, what do you think has been for you, not for somebody else, but for you, most fulfilling?
I feel very fortunate that from the time that I came to the United States, I have been working with immigrants and the poor. Always have been a poor mission that, New York, we have a Columbus Hospital was upper class, Cabrini was lower class. And I feel very fortunate to be with them. Chicago was the same thing. And I just feel blessed.
This is good. So, I wonder if a young woman came to you now, and what advice would you give her about the religious life or about the MSCs?
Is give in and take. And the charisma, I think that's the main point. And the constitution of our order, is MSC.
Yeah.
And I feel that if it was for me to do all over again, I was ready to do. And have to tell them the truth. It's not just roses. There are thorns too. But you have to learn how to take both. Pick up the roses and let the thorns in. It's not an easy, look, people say job, work in a healthcare, because I think you have to feel in order for you to do the work. Because if you don't love their profession, I say a gift. If you don't love that, don't stay in because you don't go do a good job. You have to love people and you have to love sick people. Work with sick people and healthy people, which employees need you too. You have to work with the employees. That way they could do better job. That's mean the whole world for me. That's what I chose. Okay? That's what I chose. And I'm happy. I am satisfied. It's not because, I don't make a mistake. I did many times. But there's a part of life to make a mistake. But you have to love what you do. Because if you don't love what you do, you're never going to do right. You're never going to help people. You have to have that inside in your heart in order for you to give. And in order for you to give, you have to love. You have to love yourself, first of all. Okay? Have to love yourself and get to know yourself. What is my gift? How I'm going to pursue this gift that God gave to me? And one thing is prayer. Prayer is talk to God. I don't know what your religion, but that's not matter who you are, because pray. Sometimes people think I have to kneel and pray. No, it's talk to God and listen to God. See what He tell you, and He tell us. You know, did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Good job.
She did.